wanted to use
really sure.
And I like how you talked about, you know, whatever you start with, that's where what kind of faith you'll have. When you talked about the begging, and pleading, well, you'll be begging and pleading for that person to, be involved in their faith. So I think maybe you should talk a little bit about how does somebody who maybe is watching this and realize, okay, maybe I've been a complacent Christian, go to from complacency to passionate faith.
Well, the go back to Scripture and you look at, and I looked real carefully at all the words Jesus used when he was describing a connection between us and his Father. How did he describe it? How did it happen? And what was he asking for? And what you see in Scripture over and over again, he said two words. He said, "Follow me." He said to Levi, "Follow me." He said, "Follow me, I'll make you fishers of men. Take up your cross, follow me." He said it 32 different times in the Gospels, "Follow me." So when you look deeper at what does that really mean? Some people say, well, that John 3:16, well, whoever believes in him would not perish but have everlasting life. So I believe in it, really. I believe that the sky is blue and the grass is green. I believe in Jesus. Is that the same thing? No, he's saying, you believe so much in me that you follow me. And we read John chapter 3, you need to be born again. Well, I just need to be born again. And we think it's an abracadabra thing. Just pray this prayer and you're born again. And there's a moment that you get born again. But you get born again when you begin to follow him with your heart, with your soul, with your mind. You're following him. So the big question is, how then do we follow? What does that mean to follow? When he asked guys to follow him, he always was reticent for people that were too eager. "I'll follow you, Lord, I'll follow you." He goes, "Oh, are you sure you want to follow? Have you counted the cost? Do you realize what I'm asking for? Nobody goes to fight a war unless he's got enough people. No one goes to build a building unless he has enough money. You sure?" And he was almost, anybody that was too eager, he kind of went, whoa, think through this, When other people gave him excuses, "I'll follow you, but first let me bury my father," or, say goodbye to my family. He goes, no, anybody who's put their hand to the plow and then looked back is not even worthy. In other words, if you think there's a good reason to not follow, don't even come. You don't realize who it is that just invited you and what he's inviting you to do. Following him with all of your heart and soul and mind and strength, the deepest part of our heart and our strength and everything that we are. And it's a total and complete surrender. And following him, someone might ask, well, how do you follow him? I don't see him. How do you follow a band that you've never met in person? Well, you know their songs. You Google them. You find out about if you're a stalker, you find out about their family, how they wrote songs, or how they started as a band. Well, what if we Google Jesus? What if we stalked Jesus? What if we knew more of Jesus lyrics than our favorite band lyrics? If someone comes up to you and says, "Oh, it's my favorite band," and you're talking, "Oh, what do you think of this song?" And "Oh, I don't really know that song." And that's their most famous song. You tell them, you are not a follower. You're a poser. You're a pretender. And I'm afraid we have too many people like that in church. That, "Oh, Jesus, I love you, John 3:16, woo." Okay, you learned that when you were 5. It's time to learn another verse. What if we knew more of what Jesus quotes than our favorite band quotes? If we're followers, then let's follow. Let's follow Jesus. What if we knew what Jesus had to say about any topic any friend could ever bring up at our job? That's what followers do. We follow. And we don't apologize for it, and we don't ask for fame because of it. We follow because we found somebody that's worth following with every part of our being. And when you do that, that provokes passion in you because you've said goodbye, you've surrendered everything else, you've found the one that's worth your all.